Hey everybody, what's going on out there? So, today I just want to talk to you who are beginners in DragonVale. Most of you guys that have been playing this for a while already know this stuff, so this really doesn't have anything to do with you, but you can come along for the ride and see if what I'm saying is anywhere close to being accurate. Now, for you guys that are new to DragonVale, that are just starting out, and you're wondering about the islands that you can get, and island themes, you know already that it's going to take a while to get some of these islands. It takes a good couple months to get some of these islands, unless you got money to go in and actually buy the gems and the coins that it takes to purchase. However, Galaxy Islands start off with that. You always get at least one given to you as you complete a few, and then you get your second. Each Galaxy Island has attachments, up to 2 or 3 attachments. I cannot remember. I think it's 2 attachments on that. You got the main part of it, and then you get a couple attachments on it, and I think they're like 25 or 50 gems each. You can get yourself quite a few of these Galaxy Dragon habitat islands up here. The galaxies are up here. They do cost quite a bit. Some people are very fortunate enough to actually get them all, and believe it or not, if you're able to actually get Galaxy Islands and breed Galaxy Dragons on a regular basis, Galaxy Dragons will bring you some of the most of your DragonVale coinage, as well as, you heard me say it right, your Rainbow Dragons will bring you some of your biggest coinage. And you'll notice that if you're breeding Galaxy Dragons, or if you're breeding your Rainbow Dragons, it's going to take a couple days for those to hatch. That is a good sign that you're going to end up with one of those dragons. Now, let us go over here to this island. This is the Megatat. Came out last year in 2023 in the springtime, I believe. And this island is just incredible. This island allows you to put quite a few dragons on it, about 15 to 20 dragons. It also allows you to extend your islands outward. I've only known a couple people on my friends list that has ever been able to do this. It costs about 1,500 to 1,700 gems, I think, to add the additional sides to it. It goes to the side to the left and side to the right, and I think it only has 2 to 3 additional island pieces to it. And I do not, it's been a while since I've looked at one. It's very expensive, but if you want a secret from Z-Dog insists that when you get a lucky wish, use your lucky wish to get an island. Not a dragon, not a habitat. No, don't get decorations. Use your lucky wish to get an island, because the more islands that you have, the more dragons you can put out. You're going to find that eventually you're going to run out of space. Now, as for the Lost Island, I want to talk about this. We're going to have a basic Lost Island, okay? Now, like I said, get your islands with your wish. Every 100 days, which is like 3 months and 10 days, depending. 90 days, yep. 3 months and 10 days, you'll be able to get yourself another wish. So do what you can to get these extra islands. Now, as a beginner, you're going to be like, oh my goodness, look at all these different islands. Now, you don't know this, but these are actually all the same islands. This island is a basic island for the Lost Island. is very cool. It doesn't hold a lot of space at all. It does not hold a lot of space. You'd be lucky if you could squeeze 3 or 4 habitats fully grown inside of this. It is a small island, but it's the start of the islands. Now, if you're wanting a bigger island from this, you'll have to do the extended version of that. The expanded Lost Island. Look at the difference in size here. See that size right there? It's the one that says Expanded Lost Island compared to the regular Lost Island. Now, with the Expanded Lost Island, you can get extra, like 2 extra habitats in there. And you can build around it a little bit. I think I've got 5 or 6 habitats inside of my fully grown. So what happens when you buy this one, and then you go over here and you buy this, what happens is your basic island gets bigger. It disappears from this and it turns into the expanded version of it. So you don't get 2 different islands. You still have the one island. It just got bigger. I know it seems like it kind of cheats on you, but now the same thing with the Olympus, the Lost Island of Olympus. It is a basic island. It holds a handful of habitats in there. You can put a few decorations in there. But it also does the same thing. Whenever you want to buy the expanded Lost Island of Olympus, what it does is it takes your original and it just makes it bigger. That's all it is. That's all it does. And so you don't get 2 different islands for a Lost Olympus. You get one island, and what it does, it just makes it bigger. Makes the island grow bigger. Now, we have the overgrown island. This is a basic overgrown island. It's one of the first big islands that you can purchase. This can hold a lot of habitats. This can hold a lot of eggs, a lot of decorations. It can hold a lot of things, and you could go wild with one of these islands. There are 4 of these islands, and 3 of them, 2 of them are the same size, and then there's 2 that are not. This is a must-have island, guys. So if you're new to the game and you're wanting more space to put stuff while you grow your park, you get that lucky wish, that free wish, buy one of these islands. Now, we have the Trip Islands. This came out a year ago. It was a surprise to us, and it's just awkward, but it's fun. You could do a lot with this. Decorating and deciding how you want it to look is completely up to you. Take your time with it because it is odd. It is an odd island, and it doesn't always look right. So here you go. The Trip Islands, it is a big island. It is a really big island, and it will sit far to the right of everything on your map. Now, we have the Colossal Island. The Colossal Island is actually bigger than the other island we just talked about, the Overgrown Island. Okay? The Colossal Island is humongous. And it can fit about 20% more than the regular island. You do want to have the colossal island. Now, to be honest with you guys, this is the newest one, the Monumental Island. Now, like I said, there are 3 of these big islands outside of this. This is the new one. This is the Monumental Island. It just came out like a month and a half ago. Alright, so this is a definite, yes, we want this island. So there will be 4 of these. And it is as big as you think it is. If you want to know, I did post a picture of what this would look like when it's actually on its platform inside your park. Now there is another one here, but it's not showing it for some reason. I don't know why. I'll take you over here in a minute and I'll show you some of the others. Now, I want to tell you about your basic islands. They hold everything on your dragons. I have purposely went through my park and designated each island to hold a specific breed of dragon, whether it be all certain type of element like dark, light, fire, whatnot. Some people mix them. You can build little towns and cities on each one of them if you want to. You could do whatever you want. Be creative. But something you need to know. The higher level you are, the more expensive your islands are going to be. And it's non-negotiable. You have to reach a certain level in order for your islands to open up. And when they do, you will see a price tag. I'm maxed out at 180. Been there for a good 5 months maybe. But here's the thing. When you get to my level, you're going to find out that you're going to end up with like 30 or 40 islands. Maybe if you're lucky, if you got money for it. But I'm sitting somewhere about 30 islands right now. And each island cost me about 45 billion dragon cash, which takes about 2.5 months to accumulate by all the dragons that I got. I have almost 690 dragons out of the 890 that they have available. Each one of these dragons that you breed accumulate a certain amount of interest, and that's why it's important to be able to breed what you can and know which dragons breed the best dragons, or the best dragon cash. That's why Galaxy and the Rainbow Dragons, like I said, will get you a lot. Now, each event that we go through, the event inside of the gift shop, generally at the last part of the gift shop, down at the bottom, you could go and scroll all the way to the very bottom, and you'll end up with themes to your islands. And these, I recommend to always get themes to your islands. It's just important so that you don't have to come in here and pay 250 gems for these. If they aren't in here during the time that an event is on, that means that it can only be purchased during the time of the event. However, seasonal habitats right now are the best way to go. And you be selective with where you put them. It makes sense. You don't want to put a seasonal on a fire, where all your fire dragons are at. If you make an island designated to fire dragons, or you make one designated to apocalypse or something like that, or you make one for dark, the seasonal islands are not going to look right. But be selective, but be creative too. Now, of course, we got all of your elemental, and then we got some of the celebration island themes as well. Or you come in here and you can get a bundle package, and it's all of your basic. It does not give you anything outside the basic, but they are just the basic. So guys, I know that is a little frustrating and it takes a little bit of time. I want to encourage you, do not give up on your park. Do not give up on your park, because your park hasn't given up on you yet. It's just sitting there waiting for you to be creative. It does take time, and everything that's good takes time and it takes work to make it happen. Alright guys, I'm Z-Dog. Until next time, this is a little bit about your islands.